Come on in. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name is Katie O'Neill, and I am here to walk you through a 2022 Winnebago Navion. So thank you so much for joining us today. Today we'll be looking at a 24D, which is a fantastic and most popular selling floor plan for Winnebago. My number is 303-562-8659. Again, 303-562-8659. In doing my research this weekend, I realized there was a lot of videos out there about this Navion, but not a lot of interior measurements available for the general public. So we'll focus on that today. And as usual, I like to start my videos from the inside out. So Jody, go ahead and take her on back. Today we're looking at stock number 5N210676. There are notes below if you'd like to link into anything about the MSRP, which is $211,646. Again, $211,646. Please just follow the link below for more information. And right now we are looking at a shower that is 24 by 32. And this is one of the things that makes this Winnebago so popular. Look at all of that space. And as you can see, Jody opened that self-closing door. How nice is that? You've got something that's actually going to stay closed, nice and tight, keep that warm air in on a cold day. It's pretty chilly today. We've also got that nice vent or skylight above the shower. And then we also have a self-closing vent in this bathroom above the sink area. So I'm going to come back here and show you some other great features of this restroom. First and foremost, really nice roomy medicine cabinet, as you can see. So that's just spectacular. You've also got a plug here that comes up, and there's actually a little cover here, a little port. So if you wanted to put something in here, you could. And you could run the plug up through here. And then also you've got access to your Truma AquaGo system. This is going to be both your furnace and your hot water system. It is a tankless hot water system. What's really nice about this is it means that you can have as much hot water as you like. If you're plugged into city water, for instance, you've got endless hot water. So great system there. This RV has a 41-gallon black water and gray water holding capacity as well, which is very substantial. And really, really cool about this RV in particular, Jody, if you want to come in, I'll go ahead and open this after you've gotten past me. Here is this fantastic amount of storage room. So you've got a hanging bar here for clothing. And then over here on the left-hand side, we have our table. There's a few different places to use this table in the RV, and I'll show those to you. A box full of stuff here that's got, for instance, your exterior hoses and such. And then you've got the little plate that goes over your microwave oven in this compartment as well. Of course, we would install that before you picked up. Here you've got a really nice place to hang your robe, as you can see. And then on this RV, we also have a really nice shower head that's removable. I think that that's very important, as well as really good shelves to keep shampoo and conditioner, things along those lines, if you've got a full family. Now this RV sleeps a lot of people. This one has the optional booth as well as the Murphy bed. In the 24D, this is the most popular model because of the fact that it actually has this extendable slide that comes out. This gives us a lot more room. And I want to show you, so first of all, the couch width, like how long is this couch? How many people can I sit on here? This is a full 60 inches wide. So this is actually a queen size bed when it comes down. It's very easy to bring up and down. One of the things that's so nice about this is that it has these great little nightstands on either side with USB ports and 110 outlets on both sides. It also has a window so you can get some good cross ventilation. And it's also very easy to use. So you just push this button, and these are the little table legs that come out. Now this is a full queen size bed, so you can just use queen sheets on it. But take a look at how cool that is. So really, really nice execution there by Winnebago. This bed is very, very comfortable. And if you are looking for specific measurements, I'll go ahead and give those to you as well. So from the back wall to the edge here is 74 inches, and from the mattress itself, it's what you would expect at 72. And then again, that width is going to be 60 inches across. But we'll go ahead and just use our tape to measure that. So there's your 5 feet right there as well. And then I wanted to kind of get up here and show what you have for space in here, because that is really important. If you're trying to buy any kind of little accessories, like those little trays that you store things in, this is going to give you about 10 inches of depth. And then in terms of overall width across the back, both of these are going to be 31 inches across. So there's a little bit of information for you about that. And if you'll notice, look at how nice these cabinets are. They're so cool, they're so custom. And the reason they're so custom is because Winnebago actually manufactures 75% of the components that go into their RVs. So they can really give a custom fit and make this RV exactly what they want. They're not farming these out to other companies, hoping that they can make them work for them. They're actually manufacturing them themselves. What easy operation that is. So cool. So you just push in here and close. So we really, really like that aspect of it. And then you'll note, just for the video's purpose, I did not attach these, but they even have little attachments to keep the cushions in place while you're going down the road. So we really, really like this aspect of the RV. Now here is another part of this RV. There is optional theater seating available, but this is by far the most popular option. So you have a seatbelt here, a seatbelt here, and a seatbelt here, as well as 2 more there. So that gives us a total of 5. So the Winnebago 24D with booth seating has the most seatbelts available in this segment. So the 5 seating seatbelt capacity is going to be your max. And you'll notice here that we have, once again, great cubby space. And all these cabinets are going to be the same width. And you'll note also that they're carpet lined. So really, really nice feature of this, just to prevent rattles going down the road. You've got this nice lining. And then let's go ahead and do some measurements to see how deep they are. So here we've got almost 14 inches to the edge, definitely 13 and a half to the carpet. And then from a width standpoint, there we go. I've got 26 and a half wide here. I've got 24 here, and then I believe this last one is also going to be 26. So lots of overhead storage space. Hopefully that helps you in the future for buying, those little storage containers that you might want to keep up there to keep things organized. And then from a booth seating standpoint, this is an amazing amount of space. So this is 39 inches deep. And then from a width standpoint, I mean, you can really fit like a whole family around this RV. So if you're taking the grandkids camping, lots of room there. This is 69 inches across. So really comfortable, great table space. The table itself, we're going to be looking at just under 21 inches by just under 3 feet. Now here is the next really cool segment of this RV. Something that of course makes it very popular. You don't have to have children. You can literally have, just put stuff up here for storage. But this is such a nice storage space. Look at how much room you have up here. Now, if you are sleeping kids or you're sleeping adults, tons of room up here as well. Go ahead and measure this. And this is something, this bunk over cab experience is really big for a lot of people who might want to have that flexible space. So this is just over 52 inches, or just over 51 inches, just under 52 inches depth. And then from across, we are looking at a total of over 7 feet at 86 inches across. And then Jody, I don't know if you can zero in on this, but there are vents up top here, and Winnebago has these great little stickers. Their attention to detail in these windows just goes to show, how much care and time they put into this RV. And then you'll note too that I've got the cover for this one laying up here while I've got the other side covered, so you can see that there is also complete darkness. You've got curtains that cover the top here. There's also USB 9-volt and 110 outlets at the top for the kids if they've got any kind of gadgets that they want. And the ceiling's kind of flexible. It actually gets a little bit taller than this, but here at this entry it's about 22 inches up. As you can see here, we've got another fan. This, of course, is also going to give you great ventilation, but this RV has the optional windows in it, which is one thing that actually is going to really help with ventilation, especially if you're out there in those parks. When you get this dual pane acrylic window package, you can actually open these up, And as you can see, they can lock into place, and then you can close your screen and have just fantastic ventilation throughout the RV. So that's a very, very nice feature here in the 24D, as well as these shades. So this is just such a great design. As you can imagine, they stick together so they can go up and down simultaneously, or just be open all together like that. But super, super nice. We have also the entertainment system with the Blu-ray disc player and the JBL soundbar here. So this is another nice optional feature. Of course, all of these TVs are smart TVs these days, but you do have a satellite ready system, an amplified digital HD TV antenna. And then one of the things I think that's really important to understand about this whole television system is that this soundbar can also play off of your phone. So if you don't want to necessarily listen to the radio system that you have here with Mercedes-Benz, really nice touch screen, radio, you can actually just wire in here and listen to your phone. Oops, listen to your phone while you're hanging out in your RV. Okay, so let's talk about other things that we want to make sure we cover. We've done the bathroom. We've covered the Murphy bed with a deluxe clean mattress. It does have a gel foam topper. If I didn't mention that, that's true. Oh, freshwater tank capacity, 30 gallons. I think we forgot to talk about that. And then we've got a 15,000 watt BTU air conditioner with heat pump. And we've also got that ducted furnace. So we've got a 20,000 BTU furnace. So plenty of nice temperature in here. And one of the things that Winnebago does very well is insulation. So this is a very nice, well-insulated vehicle. So that's important as well. Okay, so now that we moved on here to the Galley, let's talk about the fact that we have our 12-gallon propane tank outside, and we also have a true induction cooktop. Now, this RV has the optional 3,200 watt Cummins owned diesel generator, which you could turn on and then use to run your true induction. Please keep in mind, if you didn't have enough juice, maybe from your solar panels, you've got two 100 watt solar panels on top of this RV standard. You could also run that generator to run this true induction. The true induction, of course, as you saw, it's touch. One of the things that's really nice about this is this, when you're plugged into your 30 amp, of course, will have plenty of juice. It does take a little bit of juice to get going though. You could put a paper towel down on the surface of this oven, if you will, not oven, stove, and put a pot of water on top of it and actually bring it to a boil without lighting that paper towel on fire. What does that mean to me? That means if I don't want my 13-year-old using an open flame to make me breakfast, I can have her go ahead and use this true induction cook plate and know that I don't have that fire danger here. So that's a really, really nice feature on this unit, is that you've got the option of both. So if you are off-grid camping and you don't have a lot of juice, maybe you don't want to run your generator, it's late at night, you still have that option to use your propane. But you also have that safety feature where you can use your true induction. And to be honest with you, from a cooking standpoint, I do prefer the true induction cooktops to anything else. In fact, in the new house that I'm building, I'm doing a completely induction cooktop because of the fact that I can get such precise cooking temperatures. And we like to sear things. We cook a lot of really nice, high-grade fish, things like that. And what you can achieve on a true induction cooktop is pretty amazing. So now let's talk a little bit more about storage capacities. So take a look at how much room you have up here. I mean, this is really, really nice. So we do have a 2,000 watt Xantrex inverter. We did talk about the generator already, but look at this storage space. So really, really deep storage space. As you can see here, just over 13 inches at almost 14 inches in depth. And then in terms of height, we have almost 15 inches of height. So if you're looking at putting a coffee maker in there, that's kind of important information. So I would say anything under 15 or over 14 and a half would be about right. And this is just about 18 and a half inches across. So that's the depth that you have inside of this cabinet. And then let's go ahead and go over here to this cabinet and measure this one as well. This one's going to be a little bit wider, as you can see. So we're not housing our electronics in there. So here we've got over 2 feet, just under 25 inches across. And then from height standpoint, once again, just under 15 inches of height. And then from a depth standpoint, you'll be, once again, just over 13 inches, just under 14. So tons and tons of space there. And then let's go ahead and measure down below. take a look at all of this space. Now you do have a whole house water filter, so you do have your freshwater filter right here. This RV has been winterized, and it does come with the winterization package. And then here you'll see that we have a depth at the minimum of about 21 inches. It goes out a little bit further to the right. And then from a height standpoint, we should just do some different measurements. So here we've got 19 inches. Here we've got 2 feet. And then at our lower point here, we've got about 12 inches of clearance. As you can see here, nice place to keep your paper towel holder. So that will hold a roll of paper towels. This is about 11.5 inches across, and then about 4 inches in depth. So lots and lots of room here. As you can see, you've got this beautiful countertop once again with your dual sinks. These undermount sinks are in a stainless vessel. Really, really nice setup. Nice, what do you call it? Residential faucet head with swivel. You could do a deep basin clean very easily, so we really like that. Then that will bring us over here to our microwave oven. So I think it's funny, you know, we don't ever talk about this. And as I mentioned, that little plate's in the back in the closet, but 13 inches deep, and then about 13, almost 14 inches across, and about 8.5 inches tall. And why is that important? Well, I guess if you're gonna bring your pots and pans and things along those lines, since this is both a microwave and convection oven, you'd wanna know how much or what size you should bring. So there's some information for you there. These full extension soft close drawers are gonna be just over 21 inches in length and then 17 inches deep. And then let's go ahead and measure these other deeper drawers. So I'll show you all three. I'm only going to measure one, of course, just because that's what's important. But here we go. So just over 2 feet across and just under right about 17 inches in terms of overall depth. The height on this one is going to be a little bit less because you've got that lip, but you've got figure about 6 inches of clearance there. And then just a little over 6 inches, so maybe 7 inches on these bottom two drawers. So really, really nice amount of space for storage. And then, of course, what is the difference maker of this RV versus things like our Rebel or maybe our Solus? Look at the size of this freezer. How nice is that? So really, really great storage space here. 18 inches of depth. And then in terms of height, we're just over 13 inches in terms of overall height. And on the door here, we're gonna be about 18 inches across in terms of storage here. So if you wanna keep popsicles or maybe those automatically freezing beer mugs, which I think are so spectacular, you can do that. But look at all the storage you have here in the refrigerator. So really, really great here. Your shelves are gonna be just over 14 inches in terms of depth. This is an adjustable shelf, of course, so you've got that same 14 inches. And then even up here at the top, that same 14 inches of depth. So lots and lots of room here. These are adjustable shelves. As you can see here, this would easily hold a half gallon of milk at just over 4.5 inches of depth here. And then soda cans or beer cans very easily. So great storage here in the refrigerator. In this segment, there's a lot of different things that you can shop for. I really like this Mercedes-Benz because of the engine that it's built on. So before I sold RVs, I worked for Audi and Mercedes-Benz for 20 years. And I spent 12 years working for Mercedes. And my first RV was a Sprinter van chassis, 170 high roof, just like this is. The 3-liter V6. I bought mine back in 2014. So it had been in production, as you can tell, for quite a long time. Same engine. We get great fuel efficiency, 325 foot-pounds of torque, which is really, really ample torque for an RV like this. But I built my own because I couldn't find anything that was so well made. And my experience in building my own was it kind of melted. So the puck lights, you know, although they were LED just like these are, they would kind of fall out eventually. The coin seal in the back kind of started to droop. The glue didn't stick. This is really where Winnebago holds the market. They really know how to be very conscientious about weight distribution, and they know how to manufacture components that are going to be able to withstand these really high levels of heat and cold that you're going to go through when you're out there camping and then driving your house down the road. So I put about 80,000 miles on my RV over 7 years. We really got a lot of great use out of it, but I can't speak highly enough about the capacity of Winnebago to create an experience for a camper where they can rely on the manufacturing quality to not only be there at the inception, but during the duration of ownership, because that's really, really an important feature. And really, Winnebago does this better than anybody else. They're very conscientious. The roof has, again, you've got two 100-watt panels on top of the roof. There is a place where you can install additional panels if you'd like on this RV. And then they've also done something where they've thought, okay, well, if you want to do like a Wi-Fi system or enhancer, they actually have grommet holes that are pre-drilled and sealed so that you can actually wire into this RV without having to create holes on the exterior structure. So very, very smart construction, very, very thoughtful. And one of the reasons you would certainly consider a Mercedes. Now, another reason that you might consider the Mercedes product, I'm going to go ahead and roll this back up. This is so nice that this just comes right out of the way. The ladder has a great place to store, but makes it very easy to get in this cabin. I did start this with the seat turned around. I told you earlier there's a table here that you could use, so if you had more people that you wanted to sit, you could actually turn both of these around and put a table here. And then Jody, if you wouldn't mind, right here behind you in front of this other couch, there's another place where you could put that table that's back there in the closet. So pretty cool there. But one of the things I think that really makes a difference for the driver of this RV, this Mercedes-Benz chassis was updated in 2020, and starting in 2021, we started selling our RVs with a bunch of different features that are super crucial for safety, and then also very nice for comfort. So these are heated seats. They do have this little extendable leg support. So if you're taller and you're on a long road trip, as you know, it just becomes kind of a bit of a fatigue if it's pushing too much on the back of your leg. So for those of us who are vertically challenged, we can bring the seat in. But for the taller gentleman, it gives you a lot better support. And you also have your lumbar support here. So you've got up and down, more and less right here as well. And then you have an armrest on both sides. So there's an armrest here and then an armrest on the door. So very, very important aspects in terms of comfort. You've got climate control as well. And then one of the things that's really nice about this touchscreen is that your navigation is really easy to use. You can actually program this so that there are different drivers set up. So if you wanted to call a driver, you know, maybe name it after your daughter and it has her radio stations or her favorite places to camp in there, you could. But you could also go as far as to change it so that maybe it was all the places that you stay in Arizona, and then all the places you stay in Utah, and then all the places you stay in Florida. So you can change the profiles here, but all of it's voice activated, very easy to use. You've also got, you know, wireless Bluetooth, so you can, you know, you can push right here and have it, you know, call home or whatever it is that you'd like to do. So really nice interface here with your ability to just use this little roller track that's right here at your thumb. And you've got two of those. You've got one for this screen here and one for this screen as well. You'll notice down here though, so we're talking about safety features. So this lane tracking package, you know, so that's a really, really big deal to have your blind spot attention, but also lane tracking. And then this RV also has a braking system that will automatically throw the brakes on if it thinks that you're going to rear end somebody. Now that's a really huge feature because we all know that you do these long road trips while you're driving cross country. You can also use this Tronic to set your cruise control to pace somebody so that you can decide, you know, hey, this guy in front of us is going at a pretty nice speed. I want to take my foot off of the accelerator, relax a little bit, and I can go ahead and set my pace to follow the car in front of me without having to sit there with my foot on the accelerator the entire time driving cross country. So really cool things. The automatic headlights that go up and down according to whether or not there's oncoming drivers. So if you're driving through the mountains and you have someone come around a blind corner and you've got your brights on, these will dim automatically for you. So just some of these super nice features that you find on these higher end vehicles. And of course you're in a Mercedes-Benz chassis, so you've got all the benefits of that company coming here into your RV. The other thing I thought was really nice is that we've gone to the USB-C ports here. So as you can see, we've got two USB-C ports here. These, of course, are much faster charging than you've seen in the past. And then what's nice about this is if you would like to have a radar detector, you still have that plug, which is unusual. For instance, in some of the higher-end Newmars, that is a customer complaint that they don't have that. And then on top of that, another thing that you've got that's really important is this SOS button. So Embrace is a package that you can go ahead and activate, and if you push this SOS button, by GPS they know where you're located, and if they can't get through to you in the phone system that's mounted in here, that's an internal system by Mercedes-Benz, they actually will come out and rescue you as long as you've got that package active. And while camping, of course, that's really crucial. The only problem on this RV is probably the fact that this is a very small sunglass holder. So for those of us that wear Pradas, they're a little bit too small for our regular sunglasses, sure. But I mean, who's got sunglasses that are that tiny? Anyway, that's customer feedback. So map lights, things along those lines. I love these pockets. What a great place to keep your wallet, to keep your cell phone, things along those lines. And then another down, no place to do your lip gloss. Well, actually, you know what? You probably could just use this, because Lord knows you're not using it to look in your rear view mirror. On that note, though, you do have your rear view camera, so you can see that down below here. So really great, nice clear view, big screen, different angles that you can choose very easily. This is just to load your hitch. This is just your rear view backup camera, and then this is more of a wide angle, giving you a little bit better view. So really cool features there. I love that you can turn these on and off just by twisting, and then you've got that full toggle. This is one of the features that they came up with in probably 2015 or 16, in their CLA was the first design that they started using these vents, but they're really cool vents. But very nice features. You do have memory programmable seats on both the driver and passenger seat. And you'll note that that seat is right there underneath the window switch. So that goes up and down, forwards and back, and then it also has a tilt feature for the back of your seat. And the reason that you don't see that great memory control panel in more RVs, or more vehicles that is because Mercedes-Benz actually holds a copyright to that. And if you would like to have your seat controls on your door panel, you have to pay them a very substantial premium to use that feature. So the fact that you can have it in your Winnebago Navion is absolutely spectacular. If you've never had a Mercedes that has it, it's just a much better place to be able to adjust your seat. It's a lot more convenient than feeling down along the side of you. That's just a little tidbit that no one probably needs to know. Okay, so we covered, we did not talk about hill start assist. Hill start assist, if you're on a steep hill, instead of rolling backwards, you can go ahead, let your foot off the brake and accelerate gently up that hill. That's a really big feature. Another really big feature of this RV that I think is highly undermentioned is crosswind assist. So this RV actually has a sensor that will help you to navigate higher crosswinds to make it easier to drive in those high wind situations. So all of these really cool features are just standard on this chassis by Mercedes-Benz. And on top of it, if you start to fall asleep, it will actually tell you to pull over and get a cup of coffee. No kidding. So it's an alert assist. So those are all things that are on here. Traffic sign assist, I have right above the attention assist, which is the one I just called alert assist. Traffic sign assist will actually read the speed limit signs in front of you and let you know that you should slow down, and you will have a display that actually shows you what speed you should be going on you'll have a little speed limit sign on your navigation so that you're not speeding in those places where you're maybe on the flats, going through Montana, going through Wyoming, where of course Johnny Law is just generating revenue for everybody. So I think that that's enough to cover for the time being on the inside. We did a lot of measurements today. Jody, let's go ahead and take her outside. And I'm sure there's more that I could go on and on about. This has got so many great creature features on the inside, but we covered a bunch. Now I have 30 amp power cord on the outside. Yeah, let's talk about this stuff. Portable satellite dish setup. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch to cover out here too. So first of all, there are 3 exterior, I'm going to turn this off really fast. Push button start, so super nice feature there. Power locks, power doors, and I do want to show this to you. So For those of you that aren't familiar with the Mercedes-Benz key fob, it's really nice. They have this little guy here. You could push this in and then pull this key out. And if your battery to your key is completely dead, you can still lock and unlock your doors that way. And then you've got your power lock and unlock right here, which is nice. So back to outside. First of all, when you're trying to sleep in, you need to have a window or a cover. So super nice there. Little place to keep maybe, I don't know, suntan lotion, bug spray, whatever it might be that you need. Maybe your dog leashes, some pet food. But why not make use of all aspects of this RV, which of course they really do. You'll note that they have these nice little kick lights here where you can actually put your awning out with your foot. On that note, there is a Carefree app. I was going to show that to you today, but I didn't have enough time to pair our phone system to where I could show you that app on our screen. But there is a Carefree awning app where you can turn the lights on and off and extend and retract this awning from your phone, so you don't actually have to hold it from the inside. But it is really nice that they have these little kick lights down here for you. And as you can see, I have this little LED strip illuminated. This awning, I'm not going to try to measure it for you. I'm way too short. It's 16 feet long. So that's enough. Just believe me, it's 16 feet. Okay, let's close this really awesome sturdy door. So nice little creature features, turn signal indicators built in, very easy to see. This full paint finish is one of 3 colors that we offer. This is an $8,000 option, but to be very honest with you, the Stella graphics, although they are spectacular to look at, if you can get something in full paint finish, the longevity of the appearance of your exterior will be greatly enhanced with a full paint finish. So again, this is one of 3. This is more kind of our earth tones. We have one also that's a little more silver, if you will. And then we have another one, this Tuscan one, that's got like, it's really dramatic. It's like black and fancy. But look at this. What a nice place to be able to tether Fido. So you want to go for, you know, a walk down to the lake or something like that, and you want to keep your pooch outside but close to the RV. Nice place to tether a puppy or maybe tie something else down, who knows. Aluminum steps, which are great. And then let's go ahead and look here at this outside. I love these hydraulic hinges that just kind of pop open. Lean that up against our quick connect. And again, once again, these are really nice storage bays. This is just over 42 inches long. There's our 2,000 watt Xantrex inverter right there up top. And then just under 20 inches, about 19 inches in terms of depth. And in terms of what can you get through the opening, so I think that matters too. Of course, these are a little bit more narrow at the opening. These are just under 3, or just over 3 feet from an opening standpoint. And then let's do this one, is gonna be about 14 inches there. And then on the inside, you do have a little more room once again because of this little space up top. So about 18 inches here. And you'll notice we've got a pass-through up top here, which is just over 4 inches high. So this pass-through that's up top could be very handy if you had fishing rods or anything along those lines that you wanted to keep up top. You've got a nice place where you've got some pass-through. You also have 110 outlets up here, as well as a connection if you wanted to run anything out. You also have here a nice grommet. And I don't know if you can catch this, Jody, but it's just really sturdy, really well built. Keep clothes when not in use. Keeps water and such from coming into the base of your coach. But very, very nice. Lockable under storage there. So these are the vents for your hot water and furnace, which is right here. This is your Truma AquaGo system. And then here is that 3,200 watt quiet diesel generator by Cummins. Of course, this is just a really nice feature. If you don't have enough juice and you need to run your generator, it's awesome. We also have a quick connect here next to my clipboard. That quick connect is for your propane tank, again a 12-gallon propane tank, and I'll show you where that's mounted on the other side in just a minute. And then here we go. So another great little storage space. Once again, let's do some measurements for everybody so that you can know what you could put in here. And it's so funny because I'll deliver a coach and I'll have people out here with measuring tapes trying to figure out what they can fit, and then they have to go to Costco or Home Depot. This is 18 inches by about 19 inches. And then the interior height is actually pretty impressive. So over 2 feet, about 25 inches tall in here, even 26 if you get all the way up to the roof. And then 23 inches across this way, and then 33 inches across if you go the whole way into this cavity, which of course comes through here in the back. So one of the nice designs in this RV is it matches my toenails. No, but seriously it does. Look at this beautiful ruby color that they have integrated in here with this really nice taupe, very nice, very high quality, you know, exterior paint. And then of course they have these great LED lights inset in this carbon fiber trim. Just a really, really classy execution on the part of Winnebago. You've got a full fiberglass roof, and then this ladder holds up to 225 pounds. Again, we've got a 7-pin connector down here, as well as a 5,000-pound tow hitch. And then here's that rear window, and then there's your rear camera as well. So here we have our exterior port. So this is going to be, once again, 30 amp. Now again, you have a 41-gallon gray water and black water tank. You do have a black tank rinse, which is really nice, as well as an exterior shower. So a great place if you wanted to hose off the puppies, clean up a little bit. Nice place to clean off your paddleboard, for instance. So really, really cool layout there. Of course, city water, all of that is attached right there, that compartment. And we also, this does have the winterization kit. I think I mentioned that earlier, but if I didn't, that's true. Black waste tank flush inlet. And then your water fill is actually in here. And then this is the overflow valve. So if it starts to overflow, it'll just come out right here. So here underneath, again, great amount of storage. And I'm going to measure this as well. So this is emergency slide out controls is also in this space. So if for some reason your slide out won't work, this is where you'd find that control. And then this is 39 inches once again. This is the bay that has that pass through that's over top. And then we've got 19 inches in terms of depth. And then in terms of the opening itself, like the actual inlet, we are looking at 27 by 14. So really great amount of space there. Awesome if you want to keep any kind of fishing gear, tackle gear, all that stuff. Great spot to keep that. And then of course all of these are lockable once again. And then this is where we'll keep our propane tank. So nice easy fill. Easy access. Now where do you put in the fuel? Right here. So, true story. I was taking my custom built Mercedes-Benz van to the gas station to fill it up, and I didn't know how to fill up the tank. Even though I sold them, I had never gone to the gas station myself. And it's so well integrated that I didn't know where the fueling tank is, so don't feel silly. It's right here. And then Jody, while we're over here, if we can, first of all, leather wrapped steering wheel, pretty nice feature there. You've got, of course, your automatic headlights, very nice feature there. You've got your washer, windshield washer is going to be a sensor, so you've got automatic windshield wipers as well. All of these great features. Power exterior mirrors, which are heated. Again, heated seats, lock and unlock, memory seat control. Again, I just really love that you can really get this so specific. So this 8-way power seat control is just such a nice feature and such a great place to have it. And then this holds really big bottles of water. You could put lots of stuff in here, maps, anything that you needed to keep. Of course, you've got your leather wrapped steering column and these great handles to get in and out of the RV as well. So super nice feature there. Oh, you know what I meant to do? Let me go ahead and pull our trunk release, our hood release. Do you see that's why, you guys, I just had no idea where. I literally pulled into the gas station, started walking around the RV. I'm sure everyone was watching me. And then I had to pull up a YouTube video, just like the one that you're watching now, to figure out how to fill up the tank in my RV. So embarrassing. I can't believe I'm telling anybody this, but that's okay. It's true. It happened. Okay, so let's take a look here. You see, I've got too many things in my hands, but I can do this. There we go. Oops. There we go. Okay, so a nice compartment here. One of the things I wanted to make sure we pointed out, so first of all, windshield washer fluid is really easy to get to. It's right here. But most importantly, for those of you that are concerned with DEF, you can put your own DEF in right here. DEF is a fluid that is usually filled at Mercedes-Benz B services. They'll flush and fill the whole thing, and at the A services, they just top it off. The service requirements for this RV are so interesting. One of the things that happens when you have a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter chassis is you enter the working population. These guys, if you schedule your appointment in and out, you know, it's important to understand you need to schedule your appointment well in advance because the people who are in competition for those slots are driving Amazon trucks. They are business workers, they're plumbers, people along those lines. But the cool thing is when you get in, you get out nice and quick. You're working at a Mercedes-Benz based facility, very high quality level of services. They do have prepaid maintenance plans that you can purchase there from your service writer. This RV has a 12-month, 15,000-mile limited warranty on the entire thing and a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on the chassis. That's also available for extension. So please, if you do end up buying a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter chassis, Winnebago 24D, let me know. I've got some friends, of course, after 12 years in the industry, that can help you with any questions along those lines. And I don't know, I can't speak highly enough of the fit, the finish, the quality of this RV. Few extra little things we should talk about. We want to talk about the overall length is 25 feet, 6 inches long. The overall height is 11 feet tall. The exterior width is 7 feet, 6¼ inches wide. And the exterior storage capacity is 30 cubic feet. So I hope I covered everything. I'm sure I missed something. I had 6 pieces of paper for this walkthrough. The 24D is just packed full of fantastic options, a lot of well thought out planning to help make this an enjoyable camping trip for you and your family for years and years to come. Absolutely cannot make a better decision if you're in that C segment. If you've got any questions about this versus a small, Class A, I'd love to talk to you about both benefits and disadvantages. Again, that 26-foot length is just such a huge thing for getting into so many parks. So I think that that's really going to be a huge advantage for you. And I'm sure I mentioned that this had a 188 horsepower, 325 foot-pounds of torque engine in it. If I forgot anything, notes below. Please give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Leave us comments. The more interaction we get with you out there in the world of YouTube or Facebook, the better we can be for you in the future. I hope that I've helped somebody out there in the world today. If I did, put it in the comments below. Again, my name is Katie O'Neill. I'm here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. My number is 303-562-8659. Again, like and subscribe and look us up. We're here every day of the week, Monday through Friday, with a new video for you. Thank you so much for tuning into Transwest. We'll see you next time. Happy camping.